welcome back to my channel. This is the Virtuous Woman Show with Agyekumwaa. Today let's talk about marriage. Do we really need to learn anything about marriage before we get married? Or it is intrinsic, God has given it to us, we know what to do when we get into the marriage? There's a school of thought that says every relationship or every marriage is different. So there is no need to learn anything about marriage. You go in and you do what is best for you and your spouse. Another school of thought says you need to learn something about it so that you are knowledgeable enough to make it work. What do you think? Please share your views in the comment section, like this video, and subscribe to this channel. I'll be back with the discussion. In most institutions and most of the courses that we read in school, you do the theory before you are made to do the practical so that you understand the power behind the practical that you are doing in engineering, nursing, any other course that you can think about. So imagine you just go into, let's say, the university, and you're just given a set of tools to have a practical work where you don't understand the logic behind what you are doing. You are just being given the tools to do what you have to do. I think for the first time you'll be confused because you don't understand the logic behind why you are getting A or B reaction. I think it's the same way when it comes to our relationships and our marriages. Most of us go into marriages because we are old enough to get married. We go into relationships because we are of age and we think we can make relationships work. But do you have the knowledge base to make it work? Do you have the knowledge base to understand your spouse, your partner? Do you have the knowledge base to communicate well with the person with who you are in the relationship? Do you understand their mood swings? I think all these things come together to make the relationship work or not work. But there's this school of thought that marriages are different, so there is no need to learn anything about marriage. You go in and what you and your spouse like, you do it and do it well. But I think it's the same way as saying because each customer is different, there is no need to train customer service staff on customer service. Basically, you have to get the broad knowledge of everything that you are doing. Get the theoretical parts, understand what you have to do when you go in. Then you can narrow it down to the specific person that you are relating with. Let me give you a specific example. They say that men thrive on respect, right? So that is the broad knowledge. So before you go into marriage, you have to know that men thrive on respect. Then you have to narrow it down to your specific spouse. What does respect mean to you? For someone, it might mean preparing for food at 7 o'clock in the evening. For another person, it might mean putting your hand behind you when you are talking to him. So that is where the specifics come in. So when you get to understand that this is the broad knowledge, men thrive on respect or women thrive on love, then you can ask your partner what respect means to him. But imagine you don't even know that men thrive on respect or women thrive on love. Where do you even start from? More so, it is wise to learn from the mistakes of others. People have been married for 50 years, for 40 years, for 30 years, and they have made their mistakes. So why don't you learn from them instead of going in and repeating the same mistakes? I don't think that is wise enough. So it's up to us to study to show ourselves approved, as the Bible says, and acquire knowledge, because most of our problems are knowledge based. The Bible says, for the lack of knowledge, we perish. So if we don't acquire knowledge in specific areas of our life, we are going to perish in those areas. You realize that people who are making it big in the corporate world, but their homes are a mess because they have knowledge in the corporate world and how to make the corporate world function, but they don't have knowledge in how to make their homes function. That's how come there's disparity. So you have to learn from other people's mistakes, which will help you not make the same mistakes but grow on their backs. The last point I'd like to make is when we know what we are looking forward to or what we are looking for, it makes the choosing process a bit easier for us. For instance, if you know that going into a marriage, a man is not supposed to raise his hand on you, or you're not supposed to raise your voice at your husband. You're supposed to respect him. He's supposed to love you. When you meet someone who don't have these qualities, you are able to withdraw. But when you don't know what you are looking forward to, you accept everything so far as maybe for you is money. So when the person has money, you go in for the money, but the money will not sustain the relationship. So it is up to us to study, know what marriage is about, know what we are supposed to expect when you go into the marriage. Because when you read a lot of books, one thing runs through: marriage is work. It doesn't work on its own until you put in the work. So you need a knowledge base to put in the work. What sort of work are you supposed to put into your marriage for it to work? So there are lots of resources around that we can benefit from. So in my view, we are supposed to learn marriage like we learn everything that we want to put effort in. If we want to make it in our corporate world, we put effort in learning. When we want to make more money, we put effort in learning how to make more money. So if we want to get married and if we want good homes, why don't we put in the effort to make good homes? Mind you, if your home is not functioning well, all other aspects of your life will not function well. Your home is the center. So we have to put in more effort into learning to make our homes better than we are doing now. I'd like to end here for today. In my view, we are supposed to learn from people's mistakes, even those who are divorced, those who are married for long. Let us know what made them divorce, what made them sustain their marriage, so that we can build on their backs and sustain our marriages as well. Join me next week, Wednesday, for another educative session.
Please don't forget to like this video, share your views in the comment section, and subscribe to this channel.